The Rams placed Quentin Lake on IR, but he has a good chance to return later this year, according to Ian Rappaport. Before we get into that, though, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan, including Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Kick, and Twitch. So, Sean McVay said it might be a little bit of time for him when talking about Quentin Lake. Quentin Lake, of course, left the game halfway through against the Seattle Seahawks due to an elbow injury and was ruled out very quickly. Lake means so much to this defense and what he can do from a versatility standpoint. He can wear multiple hats, including being a slot corner, a safety. He can play dime backer. He can be a really effective blitzer. So losing Lake is going to be substantial for this Rams defense. Lake is going to miss some time at the very least. We don't know how long it's going to be, but the hope is that he'll be back for the playoffs. He had 7 pass breakups on the year and has been stellar for the Rams defense in the contract year that he's going through. But who's going to replace him is really the question I think a lot of people continue to ask. And of course, the Rams running their defense, are they going to be able to run it the same? Luckily for them, the green dot isn't being worn by Quentin Lake like in years past. It's being worn by Nate Landman, the linebacker, and that does help to a degree. However, it doesn't solve everything. Josh Wallace played 20 relief snaps, and Kobe Durant played 10. Wallace is somebody I've reported all year the Rams love and was a lock to make this team. He's had stellar talents in front of him, and that's why, he really hasn't been able to get on the field, but they very much believe in his style of play. The Rams could also look at trade deadline acquisition Roger McCreary, who would fit the bill well. Just with how smart and conscientious of a football player he truly is, this isn't just a nickel, this is a star role, though, so more would be asked of McCreary. My guess is that McCreary's going to play more moving forward, but number 30, Josh Wallace, is going to get the start at star this Sunday against the Buccaneers. Wallace had 3 tackles, a defensive stop, and gave up 2 catches at Cooper Kupp for only 16 yards in his relief. I was expecting Lake to be placed on IR, and if he did return, I wasn't expecting it until closer to the playoff time. If he was placed on IR, he's not going to be eligible until week 16, which of course now we know he is. I don't think he's going to play week 16. I think we probably see Quentin Lake in the divisional round, assuming the Rams make it that far. Now, that said, the Rams are doing some housekeeping. They claimed safety Chris Smith II off of waivers from the Raiders. The former 5th-round pick in 2023 was picked ahead of Davis Allen, Warren McClendon Jr., and Puka Nacua. The Rams may have claimed him anyway, had Lake gone down and gotten hurt, or not. But here's the thing. The chance here to go out and get a player, add competition to the rotation for Lake, or just add the second highest graded special teamer on the Raiders behind only Michael Mayer, made sense for the Rams. Smith is a 25-year-old from Georgia who has shown some things, but he has also really never had a chance to play. Only 36 snaps in his young career. Perhaps the Rams see an albeit not as talented or high-profile project like Emmanuel Forbes was, but they see something that they can actually develop. The Rams had success claiming safeties in the past. You look at Blake Countess, who played in a Super Bowl. You look at Marquis Christian, just to name a few. Well, it wouldn't shock me if Chris Smith carved out a role next season, but right now, he's an intriguing sub-package guy that will likely be a special teams boost. So the way I see it is this. The Rams, did they get better today? Probably not. Putting Quentin Lake on IR doesn't make you a better football team. But assuming Lake wasn't going to be on the team moving forward, he was going to be on IR, then yes, I think the Rams improved today by going out and getting Chris Smith II. They get better on special teams, and it's a guy that has some flexibility to help them in sub-package opportunities. On top of that, Josh Wallace got a taste of what's to come, and he played a decent amount last year as a UDFA rookie out of Michigan. So make no mistake about it, Josh Wallace is ready for this moment. And this is why I'm so high on the Rams, because they have the depth to overcome any sort of these things that do occur. They lost Akello Witherspoon, their number 1 corner, in week 2 of the season, and they've lost other players, but they've still continued to truck along at will. I believe Quentin Lake will be back for the playoffs, and in the meantime, I think the Rams defense is going to be okay. mainly because I think Chris Shula is going to do a good job, just like he did against Seattle. He's going to do a good job of, alleviating the pressure. But I also think that this depth is no joke, and they're as good as I do believe them to be. So that's what happened today. The Rams, they went out and got Chris Smith II off of waivers after the Raiders waived him, and they put Quentin Lake on IR. We also found out that Quentin Lake isn't done for the year, okay? Sounds like he could be done for the regular season, but playoffs sound like a good chance. That's good news. I would say today was a good day for the Rams in terms of Quentin Lake and this DB room, but we'll see what ends up happening. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. And before you head on out of here, be sure to check out the sponsor of this channel, Sleeper. Be sure to check them out. Use promo code JKB. You'll get up to $100 bonus match on your first deposit. That is a huge deal. Obviously, if you're looking to get in on the action, they also have the $20 free entry. So be sure. Link is in the description below. Again, Sleeper, JKB is the code. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, folks. Later.